working on today is a 2008 XV250, I believe. I ran the VIN and that's what it came up with. Yeah, how to find the VIN, it's down there. Anyhow, has 2,900 miles on it and it's in pretty good shape. It has been dropped once, but obviously not while it was being ridden, because this is bent and the bars are tweaked on this side. I've already removed the tank, as you can see, and the seat. Got a new battery. I tried cranking it, but it wouldn't do anything. And then I looked here on this intake, and that is split. And so if I cranked it with the key on, I could spray it with starting fluid and it would crank up for a second. So that is a major part of the problem. But I'm probably gonna have to clean the carb as well. And unfortunately, may have to take the petcock apart and clean it as well. Hopefully I don't destroy the gaskets. I just noticed this too. This intake boot, which comes from the one of these on each side, is not sitting on top of the carb. No telling how long it's been like that, but that definitely has to be rectified. Hopefully this will come back into shape enough to do so. Took the petcock off, turned it to all the positions, cleared it out. It's passing fuel or this stuff through it. So this should be okay. Hopefully I don't have to take it apart. All right, I got the air intake off. I was wrong about this one. It's some sort of an emissions garbage. It looks the same as this though. But here's why I took this off. You can see inside of there, if I can get a good view of it. Yep, dirt daubers. And I think this is a reusable type element. I'm not sure yet, but I'm gonna take this apart and clean it out. I took this cover off the side to check out the diaphragm on this, the piston. It looks pretty good. It's nice and pliable. I don't see any holes in it. I think maybe this carb will actually work after I clean it, which is great news, especially for the owner. Well, even better for me. I thought the removal of the carb was going to be more difficult, but as soon as you take out these two Allen screws and the two on the other side, this swings out of the way and this comes right out of the bottom of this air intake that goes through the frame. So that was nice. And so now I have my eBay special replacement manifold, and tell you what, it's either gonna work or this thing's leaving. There's a couple of things that I really didn't want to have to fish out and back in, like this choke. Couldn't see any other way than disconnecting it here at the handlebar, and I don't want to do that. So I just took apart the carb on the car, or the motorcycle, and I got out my Lincoln Electric carburetor cleaning set. Don't force these. Do not force these, because if you break one off, you're gonna need a new carburetor. So find the smallest one that'll fit and work your way up, but also don't file a bunch of material out either, because these are actually files. So, but you can get this at any hardware store pretty much. This carburetor's definitely been apart at least once, if not more. You can see the witness marks on the jets, especially that one. And I know darn well no self-loving Japanese assembler of Keehan carburetors, or no, wait, this is Mikuni, sorry. No Mikuni employee is going to do that assembling something. They'll pull it back out and replace it. This float ball obviously needs a new gasket. See that crack? And the O-ring's pretty well flat. However, the owner just wants to make a quick buck, so I can't blame him. I probably would do the same. So I'm just going to put it back together, and but it may leak there. I got rained out yesterday afternoon before I could put it back together, but I put everything back together. I put some fuel in the tank after I drained it. It looks like this petcock doesn't have an off. Looks like it has a prime, a res, and on. So let's prime it. See if we can get it to run on its own. Looks like it wants to. Turn it to run. Give it a little choke. We need to prime it some more. That might have just been carb cleaner. All right, I'm spraying some stuff. There may not be enough fuel in there. Let's try that. More spray. Huh. Interesting. Alright, well, it's running good. Just took it about an 8-mile ride. The clutch was stuck, but once I got it on pavement instead of dirt, I was able to free it up pretty quickly. Brakes work. It probably needs a chain. Although, I guess I lubed half of it. I'm not going to bother with the rest. Anyhow, it's a decent starter bike. Somebody will probably be happy with it.